The monsters are coming! That's right. That's what we're playing today. Monsters are coming. The monsters are not actually coming. Or maybe they are. I don't know with, with this day and age. But today, we're going to be checking out Monsters Are Coming Rock and Road. This game's great. You play as this little hero, as you can see on the title screen here, this little guy running around. You run around, you attack creatures and monsters, you harvest wood and stone, bringing it back to your base. You upgrade your base as it moves. I think it's on wheels. I don't know. But you get to choose between different bases that move down the road, and you try to clear the way while killing monsters and harvesting stuff. And this game is awesome. Like, this is the kind of RTS that I could really get behind here. This just came out recently on Game Pass. It's on Steam as well. And I apologize, I do not have the price available. Why don't we look that up really quick before we get started here. Monsters Are Coming, released full price at $8.99, but you can currently get it, because it just came out, for just about $8. It's $8.09. For an under $10 game, this game is great. So I have basically played through... I haven't rolled credits. I don't know if you can roll credits. I've unlocked 4 different buildings, but I've played through all the roads that are seemingly available here. So you start out with the Belfry. This is your primary building. You have one called the Mirror City. Every building offers like a different way to play the game. So with Mirror City, you place a building on the side of these buildings, and it puts a duplicate on the other side. Oh yeah, you're placing buildings, which is pretty cool. I believe I just unlocked the caravan. Maybe we'll try one with the caravan here and see what happens. So these are the roads that are available. I don't know if you get more roads as you go. This is all that I see, but you have, the Elderwood Forest, the Road of Ice, the Road of Sands, the Road of Ashes, and I just finished all of those main ones on normal. As you can see, there are hard selections. I haven't gotten to hard yet. I played one route on hard, and it was hard because I haven't upgraded my character yet. So just so you could see here, you do get to unlock upgrade points to upgrade not just your city, but also your main character here. And I have been sort of chipping away at that and beating things as we go. So I haven't finished anything on hard yet. Everything's been normal. And I think that's what we're going to do here. We're going to pick a new building. We're going to play on normal again. And just to show you how this game works, because it's pretty awesome. We'll play a quick round here. So he plays this little guy here. You run around. You collect wood. The wood is important because you have a sort of like little level up meter up in the top left there. And that meter upgrades your attack power or attack speed. I forget which. Yeah, attack speed, as it says up there. Every time it levels up. So you want to make sure you get trees. You can't just like sit and stay put because the monsters get stronger as you go. So this game's great. It's like RTS meets, roguelite meets... Oh, there we go. Getting over there. There we go. But yeah, it's all these different genres, meets tower defense. It's all these different genres mixed together, which is great. So we got our first level up. When you collect the blue gems, as you do in, your survivor, vampire survivor-like games here, you get to pick buildings that attach to your building. And this is where things get really silly. So, you got to attach this thing to your building specifically. Like, we can't put it over here. Oh, I guess we can. I actually have never tried to put one out like that. That might give me some new strategies here going forward. And then, of course, you can also get the chance with this particular building to upgrade your character. Other buildings don't have this feature. You got to find chests to unlock. We'll just go with attack speed for now. Being able to attack over and over is pretty important. We're gonna run up here and get some gems, some logs. Whenever monsters explode, they're gonna leave behind logs and stone and stuff like that. Oh, we also got to clear the way for our building here. Okay, we're gonna grab this one here. This is deploys a decaying minion every 9 seconds. Let's put one of them in there. Those little minions will run out. You can see like we got a little skeleton zombie dude running around taking out nasty spiders. Oh, and we want to get that sort of lighthouse tower thing over here, because those are upgrade points that we could use at the end to permanently upgrade our tower or our character. And then over here, we want to get this chest, because this will give us an upgrade. Let's go with damage. Not great upgrade rolls so far. You're trying to get those blues or those purples, right? Want to point out the soundtrack for this game is great. It legit sounds like someone like just made some fun like guitar riffs and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. They got a blue one, attack speed. And I'm always for that. If you come up with a fun guitar riff you're putting into your game, I'm in. Let's break that dragon out. He's going to help us out. Let's get some more stone. So the stone, I already mentioned the trees and what they do. The stone is important because when your tower gets hit, it's what is used to repair your tower. So you want to make sure you keep a good amount of that stone available. We're going to break this thing out here. And get some stone and get another dragon to burn some stuff. There we go. Burn it up. Take these guys out. So yeah, it took me about, let's say, 2.5 to 3 hours to get through all the normal roads. I know there's only 4 levels, but you know you're gonna have to do a little bit of back, trial and error replays because these monsters do, as you can see, get pretty pretty crazy. The reason they look this way is because I'm about to get to the first checkpoint. You get a few checkpoints as you're trying to make your way all the way to your destination. Ooh, okay, so if you select this one, all adjacent towers are going to get more damage. So I'm actually going to pop this one there and make sure that I put the other attack towers like right about there so it'll get more damage. So this is your first checkpoint. You break open, get some gold. One of the tips I'll give you guys if you get this game here, which I definitely recommend playing this one. Spoiler alert before we even get to the end of the video. I recommend playing this one. It's awesome. I'm playing it on Game Pass, but I feel like it's a game that I'm gonna immediately get on Steam, maybe after, and just play through it again and chip away at it. You know. So you get your gold. You hit the shop. Let's see. Now, you get a lot of interesting different buildings you could put onto your kingdom here. So if we get the Scorpio Javelin that shoots 1, as you can see, the radius of that thing is huge. So we'll just stick it right in the back there because it'll shoot all over the place. But look, you can get all these other things too. Like if you put this building on there, you get increased minion damage. If you put this on there, you get a gold piece for every 20 experience gems deposited. So that actually is pretty helpful, and you can upgrade that as you go too. So let's see. That's at 15. Let's grab one of those. We'll stick it there. Let's hit reroll. And so for this particular kingdom that we have here, though, we actually do have to be somewhat choosy because if we're not, we're going to fill up our place with just like useless buildings, right? Some of the other buildings you get a lot more area to put buildings in. This one, not so much. So let's grab this one to upgrade our 1 minion, and we're going to get this one so we can have our minion do a bit more damage, and that's something else we can upgrade as we go. Okay, so we're going to end placement, go back out. Yeah, I think we're good on that for now. So now at this point we could choose whether we want to get some more stone or if we want to get an upgrade for our hero. Those are the paths we have right now. So let's go get the upgrade. And what you get here is sort of like a quick horde fight. And you're just going to kill these dudes, collect some gems. You got to wait for the countdown. You'll see that it says Deadly Horde incoming. This is one thing I thought was a little confusing, is that what you're doing right now is you're trying to actually fill up the circle that's underneath you. And once that's full, then you can get the prize. However, the first time I played this, it was a little confusing because it said Deadly Horde incoming, and I thought it was meaning that's how long the horde attacking me is going to come at me for. I thought it was going to be like about a minute, right? But that's not the case. Once the circle fills, you can get your prize. You can pick up your gems, like now, and you'll see the countdown still going. They're actually referring to those like red eyes that are all over the place behind us. So you have 0 seconds, and then you'll see like those things come after you. So talking about something completely different, which is very confusing at first. All right, let's get an upgrade here. These upgrades are not wowing me here. Okay, we're gonna leave here. So now we finished our first checkpoint. We can move on. Not too shabby, right? Oh, we're gonna unleash this thing here too. because that'll help us destroy enemies if they decide to pop there. And get some more stone and stuff. So whatever you choose to do at the checkpoint is going to be completely dependent on what you need. Sometimes you're going to get there and you're not going to have enough gold, and they're going to give you the option to get more gold, right? Sometimes they're going to give the option to give you wood, right? Let's see. Let's put this guy here because he gets extra damage. That dude will burn dudes, which is pretty fun. So yeah, I think this game I'm having a lot more fun with than just like your normal vampire survivor style game, just because it's attempting to do something completely different. This is a roguelike that is taking a lot of genres and a lot of, you know, different ways to play those styles of games and creating something completely new. And, you know, I'm sure it's not, you know, in some people's eyes, not completely new, but you get what I'm saying here. Like, this is much different than just, like, moving a character and then auto-shooting. Here, there's actual strategy. Like, the strategy is, like, yeah, you got to avoid the enemies and collect gems and all that, but this adds another layer of complexity on top, which just makes it way more fun. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Vampire Survivors, but I think we're in sort of like a, you know, we're in that post-Vampire Survivors world now, right? Where what is the evolution of that? Where do we go from here? And I think this game does a good job of sort of exploring what that is. And I'm very happy to play it, because actually this has been on my Steam wishlist for a little while. I kind of lost track of it, forgot it was coming. And then all of a sudden I saw, oh, it's on Game Pass. So I was like, okay, I could at least check it out for free and see if it's any good first, right? We're going to keep collecting stuff here. Now, you may be watching this thinking like, wow, RC, this looks really easy. You don't look like you're having any trouble here. And part of that is because I have upgraded my dude a bit. And the other part of that is I've upgraded my tower. I've unlocked a few things. I've finished all the roads so far that are available. That's a big part of it. Okay, we'll get all this stone. Look at that. Boom. So when you first start this, though, I got pretty lucky. I think my first or second run, I was actually able to finish the first road already. And I was pretty happy with that. I was like, okay, cool, I'm doing pretty good. But after the fact, it was like, oh, I'm getting my ass handed to me now. There will be some runs where you just get demolished. So don't oh geez. There we go. Don't drop your guard, because this game will get you, especially on hard mode. So far in hard mode, I played one round of hard mode just to see what it was like, and it was like, oof. I don't think I even made it to the second checkpoint. Given that was like, you know, maybe 4 or 5 runs into the game, so I was still pretty early. But at the same time, yeah, I got I got demolished. I got steamrolled. So those monsters will come after you. So you're going to have to put in, I'm sure, a little bit of time to, like, upgrade and do all that stuff, you know? As is expected, I think. All right, we got some new abilities here. Let's go with the ritual daggers. Those are pretty cool. Okay, do we want stone? We're doing good on stone. I think we're going to go for the ability again here. One thing I've never learned. Okay, so the circle does not keep going if you go outside the circle. Okay. So if you go outside the ritual circle, that thing will not spin. That's good to know. I did not actually experiment with that previously, because you can go outside the circle and the enemies will keep coming at you, but you won't be making progress. So good to know. But yeah, it's interesting with the combination of mechanics and genres in this game. It feels very much like it has almost like a throwback arcade feel to it, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And as a fan of old school arcade style games, this really bridges a gap between that feel and kind of the newer Survivor style games that have been coming out. Let's see. Let's go damage here. Let's shop, shall we? Don't know that I'm the biggest fan of any of this stuff. Let's Let's get a minion, another minion. Let's actually take our minion to level 3. Let's re-roll and get some more stuff. What do you say? We will upgrade. We're going to put one of these on the other side. We're not getting a whole lot of guns on our rolls, which not great. I guess we'll put this burn thing next to that guy. And I think we'll just call that. I feel like I usually have better luck in those shops with a reroll. That was not great. Okay, we're going to run over here. We're going to start getting some stuff. Deposit. We are at level 10. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. We'll get this explodey thing. Shoot some mortars. Pop that in. There we go. Let you listen to the sweet guitar riff here. Grabbing all this stuff. Something really satisfying about grabbing all that stuff and then just dumping it off, you know? Oh, +1 grenade. Yeah, let's do that. Throw those ice grenades. Boom! Oh, we got another one of these over here. Grab it. There we go. Pop it in. Oh, we got some more gold over here. Let's mine that gold. Nice. We're moving here. Okay, see, now the enemies they're starting to get to our base here a bit. You see that? But we've got so much stone. We've got almost 100 stone. We're like one away from 100. We're able to, like, if the tower is even taking any kind of damage, I wouldn't know it. Because it's just self-healing, you know? Who doesn't like a bit of self-healing? Let's go with damage for the axe. Let's get this thing free, because that will help. Oh, gotta run up here and get some experience gems. You know, it is interesting to see how one game, you know, introduced like the experience gems, you know, Vampire Survivors or whatever, and every other game that comes out after it that is sort of like it just uses the same thing, just because that's what everybody identifies, I guess, as, you know, as the thing you use as for experience, you know, to represent experience. It's interesting to me that no one's like kind of tried to kind of wiggle out of that convention. Not that it's bad. I mean, you evidently, like, if you play Vampire Survivors or something that's like it, then you already know what it is, right? I guess don't fix it. It's not broken, right? But at the same time, it's just kind of makes me laugh a little bit that I'm just like, all right, this is just what we do now, right? It's kind of like the system they made for gear levels, right? It's like you got your gray and white for like common gear, you know, and then like green, blue, purple, orange, you know. Everyone has used like that legendary system for so long. I don't think anybody can even contemplate like how to change or update that, right? Just an accepted piece of game mechanics now. It feels like the experience gems are kind of like that too. And I'm sure Vampire Survivors is not the first to do it. I'm failing to think about who was the first, but Vampire Survivors has definitely made that. Oh, should we throw ice and fire bombs here? Let's go with the dart. But Vampire Survivors has definitely made it like kind of the standard, I guess you could say. Okay, minion damage. None of these really doing much for me. We can get another minion. Why not? They're pretty helpful. We get a lot of gold, so let's re-roll again. Another minion. Okay, we're not getting any guns. Okay, we can upgrade this guy. By the way, you can upgrade the buildings up to 3. Did I mention that? I may have failed to mention that. But yeah, anyway, Vampire Survivors kind of taken the gem thing and made it a standard, so it's funny just that Everybody uses that standard now. We're going to go get some more logs, upgrade our tower attack speed here. Now, I believe on the next round here, you're going to see a boss. Or at least we should see a boss. We'll see who shows up. I haven't quite figured out whether the bosses spawn randomly or if they're per road. Like, if they're... Each road has, like, a certain set of bosses that show up or whatever. Because I feel like on certain roads, I had the same boss show up on this road that I did another one. So I'm not entirely sure how that actually works behind the scenes. Oh, yep, get these gems. Okay, we gotta fight. Alright. Those dudes are coming. We gotta go. Get the minecart there. Hurry. Get all those in there. Boom, 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 boom. Level 20. And a level up to the tower. Here we go. Ooh, 30% attack speed already for those. Yep, let's do it. Alright, here we go. So in a moment here, we should be getting a notification that says something like, something big is coming, right? The music has changed a bit. The music's definitely going for, like, kind of like a metal feel, but it's definitely groovier. It's almost more grunge feel, you know? I welcome a change in the music, because I feel like every game that comes out nowadays just uses, like, the templated, you know, typical metal guitar sound, which was fun the first couple games, but after years and years and years of that, it's just kind of like, I feel like it's, you know, old hat at this point. Something ancient awakens. Oh, what is, who? Oh, this is the tree guy. Okay, I just fought this guy, actually. So it is kind of seemingly random per road. It's nice, though, because I can use my grenades to attack him as I'm going here. So this guy, each boss kind of has, like, their own attack pattern. This guy will shoot these, like, missiles at you, and you want to make sure, I'll give you a tip on this one, too. You want to make sure that he shoots those missiles away from the tower, because otherwise it will hit your tower, take your tower's health down. And that could be kind of annoying. Shoot. There we go. So it's all about kind of timing as far as that guy goes. You'll see that the enemies that are coming after you, too, that support the boss are a bit more to deal with as well. Oh, we got to get those away from the tower. So I think some of that might have hit the tower, but it's okay. We got the stone to deal with it, you know? We got the stones to deal with it. Hey! Okay, we're moving... We're hitting this guy. Okay, so he's going to shoot down here. Perfect. Away from the tower. That's how you want to do it. Oh, no. Now, these things are going to block your tower, though. See that? So you got to make sure you're on top of destroying them. Going for the experience. There we go. Oh, wow. He's got a lot he wants to kill me with. Okay. Relax, dude. Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot going on here. Like, stuff is exploding everywhere. You gotta be mindful of where that guy is shooting. Oh, he's gonna hit my tower a bit. But it's okay, we got a lot of stone. Oh, he's destroying his own work there. Do you see that? We're just gonna go up top here. That was some free gold. Not a bad thing. Dump it. There we go. Level up. What do we got? Who needs help here? Let's go with the daggers, I guess. At this point, I don't even really know. I can't tell if you're chasing me or you're going around my... Ah! Oh, I should have had this thing active when he walked by. That would have been a good amount of damage, I think. He's almost dead, though. Okay, he's done. We took him out. So that is one of several bosses available to fight in this game. Oh, we gotta make way. So you can see we're sort of just about to hit our destination here. We're destroying everything. Or at least trying to. I don't even know how these gems got down here. We're almost there. Make it. Whew. Take a breath. Breathe. We made it. Everything's good. Caravan reached the Ark. Way to go. Oh, we got an achievement there. Reach the Ark with the caravan. So that's the first time I've beaten it with the caravan. So every time you finish a level, they show you like what building, you know, you had at the end when you finished it. They place it here on this little map so you can see the you can actually see your history, which is kind of fun. So they preserve that a bit. They show you the items you unlocked with it here. Next, they give you kind of a rundown of everything. They show you everything you've collected. They show you how high in level your character got, your buildings, everything. It's pretty fun to see all that stuff. And then, of course, they show you what you've unlocked and what you're working on. And, of course, they give you some upgrade tokens. So you could see, for us to unlock things like the ice factory, we needed to travel 40,000 meters, which we're getting close to. But some of the other stuff we're still kind of working on. So if we go to the progression screen, this is where we can go and upgrade. So we could use our points to, say, upgrade our hero. We could give him... We haven't upgraded this in a while. Let's give him some health, right? Yeah, you could also pick stuff for the tower, which is cool. But yeah, there you go, guys. That is Monsters Are Coming Rocket Road. I recommend this one. It's not expensive. It's under $10 to play. Really looking forward to see if they come out with more DLC for this or more levels or whatever, if anything, you know. It just came out, so that's a long way away, but this is one of those games I feel like I could keep coming back to and playing around every time, you know, every week, once a week, twice a week, something like that, just in case I'm like, you know, I just want to play something quick for a half hour. Boom, let's play a round of this, right? And this fits perfectly in that category. So for the price point and the fun factor you're getting here, I totally recommend this one. Tons of fun. Recommend Monsters Are Coming. So there you have it. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you all in the next one.